Hey everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be going over everything that I crocheted this past week. And I'm going to be real honest, it wasn't anything crazy or like exciting. Definitely was a slower week for me, but still was able to crochet quite a few things and add more things onto the list for my upcoming market. Without further ado, let's get into what I crocheted this past week. Starting off with a snuggler, I guess you can call it snuggle lovey, I don't really know. I made this one from a book that I had gotten called Mama Made Minis. It was like so popular. I was seeing all these people buying this book, so of course I felt the need to also purchase the book because I was like, why is everyone buying this? I've made quite a few baby snugglers before. I, without fail, always mess up getting them started on the body. Like, I always just mess it up. I've made quite a few, and I honestly cannot say that I really liked the pattern. Maybe I chose the wrong one. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling this pattern. And I feel like I've got to make at least like one other one from the book. I don't know. You'll see. I didn't really care for it. So I made this little bunny. I don't know. It's just, I guess after some of the other snugglers that I have done, this one just doesn't really speak to me that much. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the body. I don't know if it's the head. Like, I just don't know. I don't really know how to feel about this. All I know is I just don't really care for it, but I felt very compelled to finish it once I had gotten so far down. It was like, okay girl, like you need to do it. And I at least wanted to have like one snuggler type item for my market. So I pushed myself to do it, but try at some point to make one more from the book. I don't really know which one. I don't know if there's like one that's better and looks better. I just, like I said, I really didn't care for much about this pattern, but I did go ahead and make one of them, and I use Sweet Snuggles Light, so I did end up adding like 7 rounds to the legs to be able to knot it, because there was just zero way I was going to be knotting it in the rounds that they said. So I did end up adding 7, but like I said, interesting thoughts on this one, so let's move it along. I ended up making a few kind of like baby safe jellyfish because I had sold my one that I had at the last market, and I just felt like, you know what, I want to make a few more because the tentacles are always a really big deal with babies. I feel like anything that's like curly and they can pull, kids seem to love. I got this guy done in this light blue. I got another one done that didn't have the white. It's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Crocheting or like embroidering eyes just scares me. And then I got this one done in this like mint green. So I have 3 that are baby safe. Not going crazy, but as you guys can tell, I definitely put a little bit more effort into this previous week's planning in terms of just like making a few more items that are safe for kids, just because I really don't have that. And I probably should at least keep a few items with me at all times to have at least some variety in selection for people who are looking for those items. I was also able to complete 2 Pegasus, and I have one more on my desk right now that I still need to finish up, but I'll show you guys the 2 that I did complete. So the first one I have is this just like blue one with a gold, I add a lot more hair to mine than the original pattern, and that's just a me thing. Like, whenever I see horses or whenever I see like Pegasus in crochet, I think it personally looks a lot better if it has a lot more hair. So I do add quite a few more strands of hair to this pattern, and like I crocheted the front ones to be like a little shorter so it could go over and all of that than like the actual hair tendrils. If there is a option to add hair to a plushie, I will guarantee you that I'm gonna be adding hair, but I'm gonna be adding a ton of hair. I just don't know how it works out that way. My brain's always like, girl, you just need to add more hair, which is so iconic because I have like no hair. But for some reason, my plushies, if it's like horses or anything like this, lots of hair. I don't know why. But I got this one done. This was the first one. And then I got this like purple pink one, which is pretty much I think the same as to the one that I had before, and it's a Pegasus too. I personally just went ahead and made pretty much all of them Pegasus opposed to just like a unicorn, simply because of the fact that I do have larger unicorns and I don't have any Pegasus. So I thought, you know what, I think it'd be really cute to have some that are Pegasus and not just all unicorns. So I got this one done too. The one I still have to do, I mainly just have to do like the wings and stuff and then look if I want to add some more hair anywhere, but I'll have pretty much 3 Pegasus done. Not planning on making another one unless I just feel like it, but 3 seems like a good number for my upcoming market. I think in the past week, I've been seeing a lot of people posting about this like loaf cat pattern, and I definitely felt a little bit of a victim to it just because I'm pretty certain I mentioned this either in one of the previous videos recently that I have been on the mission to find like a cat pattern, and I wanted to find something that was like fairly simple so I didn't really have to charge like too much money, so like not a lot of sewing, and I wanted to find something that could stand up on my table without me having to lean it, because so many of the patterns I do are standing and I prefer the standing version as opposed to sitting. A lot of my plushies have to be leaned up against something, which always makes it a little bit difficult when you're at a market and you only have so much space. So I wanted to find a cat pattern that did not require me to have to lean it. And so I saw the loaf pattern and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. It looks pretty easy, only like really one thing to sew. Just takes a little bit of time to build up the body, but I'm kind of used to that and it doesn't bother me. So I went ahead and made 4 of them. So this was the first one I did, and I just did it like a solid gray. I actually think I was like super like entranced by a K-drama, so I didn't want to sit there and have to like count all of the stitches with the color change. So I just decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do solid. So I did a solid one first and then did the little whiskers white. Then I decided to do a gray one that also had the white and did the darker whiskers. Because of the white, I didn't like know how it would show up, but I got this one. And then I went ahead and made these 2 for all the tabby cat lovers out there. And these are basically just the same. I just know like some people really like orange cats, and I wanted to have 2 of them in this color. Basically, that's 4 cats. I want to make some more, but I always get so stuck on like what colors to make cats, because I sit back and I look, I have a black cat and I have a gray cat. I never know, like, should I make like brown one? Should I make like mustard? Like the colors for me for cats are always so hard because a vast majority of people don't really have cats that are like any unique color. So I do get like stumped on that. So if anyone has any ideas of like other colors that seem to be like fairly acceptable for cats, I would love to know, because I'm confused. My brain for whatever reason's like, no, I don't think there's really many brown cats, or like I don't really know how many white cats there are, or if I even should do white. Like, I don't know. So if anyone has any like thoughts or opinions on that, I would love to read your comments, because I'm a little stumped, but I did get 4 of them. Here's the 2 tabbies. And then the last 3 things that I was able to make this week are just restocking the previous bunnies that I sold. So I sold one of them at my previous market, and then a family member friend ended up getting the other bunny, so I basically had no bunnies left. And yeah, I think I'll probably make like 2 of each color, so I'll probably make 3 more, but I just wanted to get 3 done, knock out of the way, like one thing off my shoulder just in case if I can't get it done. I just wanted to have my 3. So I made another one of these gray ones holding a little pink Easter egg. Mentioned this before, I like to do the ears upright. I don't know why, I just think it looks a lot better, and I like to do them with the 2 tones. I just think the 2 tones is so pretty, and this one has a white tail. I think the first one I did like the tail the same color. I really can't remember, but I got this one done first. I went back and also did another one of these like winter white, kind of creamish colors. I do want to say Sweet Snuggles does call this winter white, but I think it looks like cream. So I went ahead, got a little white tail. This one is holding a carrot because I wanted to have some that held a carrot, some that had Easter eggs, have a little variety. But of course, same thing. This one has the 2-toned ink ears with the body color on the outside, so I got this guy done. And then the last bunny I got done was just a simple white one. I was trying to think of like what colors I usually see bunnies, and it's like white, gray, Maybe if I can find like a lighter brown, maybe I'll do another brown one. But I went ahead and did this white one, and this one is holding an Easter egg. If I repeat them and do like the colors again, I'll probably just flip what they're holding. That way if someone wanted a white bunny holding a carrot, I would have it. But like I said, I just really wanted to get like my 3 done out of the way. Then if I want to make some more colors, or if I'm like in a bunny making mood, I can go ahead and do that. But I just, for whatever reason, for like 1 or 2 days, I just had the idea of making bunnies in this pattern. So I just decided to like knock everything out. I was like, you know what? In the bunny mood, let's keep it going. So all in all, that's basically everything that I crocheted this past week. Like I said, nothing crazy. I did not make as much as the previous week, but I kind of expected that given the circumstances, and as well as the fact that I did not crochet as many smaller items. I did focus a little bit more on medium size to larger items, so like items that took me a little bit more like 2 hours to complete or 1.5 hours, opposed to a lot of the items that I did the previous week were like 25, 30-minute type things. I could get like 3 done in an hour, so just a little bit different. But all in all, considering everything that's been going on this past week, I was still pretty proud of myself to be able to just create as much as I did, because it was definitely challenging with just some changes going on in my life. But I survived, I got it done, ready to go for another week. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I hope you guys like this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.